Hi, everybody. I'm Debbie Bellis with Feel Good Qigong, and I am a Qigong instructor. I like to teach seasonally. It's an energy-based practice. I like to call it a natural-based practice because we follow nature's laws and cues to help coexist with nature because we are nature as well. But the season of spring, where that's what we're in now, we are in spring. And what does spring mean? So spring is telling us to plant, to seed, to grow, to move out, to be more active. And there's to put that in just practical terms, what does that mean for us? So for us, it is about stretching our limbs, stretching our fascia, stretching the body more. As we're emerging out from the winter hibernation, we're going to add more activity to the warmer weather, to the longer days. We want to be prepared for that. So we prepare our bodies for that by doing a lot of stretching this time of year, and also adding a little bit more weight-bearing exercises also for that extra activity that we're going to be doing. So that's a protocol that I do for the spring. But what I want to talk about, since we're talking about planting and rooting, rooting is really important. And what does that mean? Feeling grounded and rooted in the earth, in ourselves, to keep us balanced, to keep us strong. And a lot of it is how we stand and how do we move our energy. I'm going to show you a short practice that you can do on a daily basis just to maintain your body, maintain the maintenance of your body. So Qigong is a great way to do that. You maintain your body by doing certain movements, breathing, meditations, and then that helps you express yourself in other ways of movement, such as maybe you walk, maybe you run, maybe you swim. This is just a great combination to add to all the other things that you do during your day. And this, you can do it any time of day. This little routine I'm going to show you, you can do any time of day, and to help kind of reconnect to your roots, to reconnect to this idea of living between earth and heaven, which is our natural habitat. So let's get started. We're going to do this standing. You can also do this practice sitting. If you're not feeling well and you want to still get some movement, and you can also do this sitting, but starting with the roots. We're going to start with, really getting in touch with the bottoms of your feet planted into the earth. So you're actually like getting into, how you get into skis, you're getting ready to get into your skis and you plant your feet in those, your boots into the skis. We're doing the same thing. We're planting ourselves down into the earth, and the feet are the roots of your tree. And we're going to just come into this idea of aligning our body first before we come into movement. So first, taking your feet, spreading the feet away from each other like you're spreading the mat between your feet. This is going to engage your inner core. You can bring your hands onto your thighs, press your thighs into your hands into the thighs. And this will also engage your abdominals, which you want to also engage here. But just pressing the hands into the thighs into the hands will help you do that. You'll feel that engagement. Lift your shoulders up, slide them up and down. Arms are at your side. Fingertips are like lightning rods into the earth. Take a couple of breaths here as we start to root down through the feet, as we're lengthening up through into the sky, or they call it heaven, separating heaven and earth. And as you're starting to attach yourself to the earth energy, keeping the knees soft, you'd never want to lock them, soft knees, and you're just going to stand, you're just going to go from side to side, like you're rocking, like you're standing on a boat, or you're sitting in a rocking chair and you're just moving forward and back. Now, what is this doing? Well, what we're doing is we're starting to activate some movement. Now, relax the hands a little bit. You can relax the hands and just go forward and back on the feet. As you come forward on the ball mounts of the feet, just notice where that takes you. You don't want your weight all the way forward on the body, because that's going to have you tip too forward. That's how falls happen. Now shift back onto your heels. And when you're doing that, really root down through the heels and notice how that feels. You want more of your weight on the back of the heels, the back of your body, rather than forward of the body. So again, with that idea, you're just rocking forward and back. What does rocking do? Rocking is very soothing to a body. It's why we rock babies. You can do this anywhere at any time, just rocking and keeping the body moving. So what are we doing? We're activating the fluids to start to move and propel up, and getting the body flushed out as well when you move. Sitting is the new smoking. We don't want to be sitting too long for too long a periods of time. If you do, then all you have to do is stand and start rocking forward and back, and that's going to start to propel some circulation, just this little bit of movement. And this movement, the understanding is when we move forward on the ball mounts of the feet, and we'll just stay here for a few moments, we have a kidney meridian at the ball mount of the foot, and that is your wellspring. That helps to move your fluids. By just rocking on the kidney point, you shift into the heels, that's your bladder point. So rocking forward on the kidney point, shifting into the heels of the bladder starts to propel the fluids moving. So this helps to create a lot of circulation instantly. Now, what we're going to do with this is the arms are relaxed, and we're going to take our body in 5 different directions by doing this. So when you come forward on the ball mounts of the feet, lift the arms up and just notice that. Just take a couple of breaths here. So the weight's on the ball mounts of the feet. We're relaxing the arms. They're kind of like banners in a wind. And then you're going to shift into the heels. You tuck your tailbone under and you simply bring your arms down. So we come up, we rise up on the ball mounts of the feet, lifting the arms up. You shift back into the heels and you bring the arms down. So that we're all one movement here. Inhaling, lifting the arms up, coming on the ball mounts of the feet, activating that kidney, shift into the heels. That'll tuck your tailbone under, activating that bladder. Inhaling up, rise up. As you inhale, as you exhale, you shift down. So just using this movement and breath ends up, it becomes a meditation in motion. So you can just stay here and do this until you feel comfortable with this movement, rocking forward and back on the feet, expressing the hands, bringing the arms up and expressing through the fingers. Now we're going to take this to the next thing. We're going to step that left foot out and you're going to bring your left arm up like you're picking an apple and you're eating the apple. You're going to shift over to the other side. You're picking the apple and you're eating the apple. This is called cloud hands. Pick the apple, eat the apple. So we're shifting from right to left, pick the apple, eat the apple. Shifting over to the left, pick the apple, eat the apple. Other side, pick the apple, eat the apple. So you inhale, you exhale. You inhale, you exhale. So we're shifting the weight from side to side now rather than forward and back. Picking the apple, eating the apple. Shifting over to the other side. Soft hands, soft hands. We're going to do this again. We're going to rock forward on the ball mounts, shift back into the heels, shift over to the left, pick the apple, eat the apple, shift over to the right, pick the apple, eat the apple. Inhaling up, shifting down, shifting over to the left, pick the apple, eat the apple, pick the apple, eat the apple, pick the apple, eat the apple. One more time, pick the apple and eat the apple. Now we're going to come to center. Inhaling up, shift into the heels and find the center. We'll do that again. Inhaling up, rising up onto the ball mounts of the feet, shift into the heels, finding the center. So we inhaling up, we exhaling down, we in over to the left side, exhaling and then inhaling over to the left side, and then gather all this energy and center yourself. Inhaling, rising up, shifting back, shifting over to the left, eat the apple, pick the apple, eat the apple, pick the apple, eat the apple, inhaling and exhaling, finding your center. Let's continue. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Remember, we're shifting forward and back on the feet, inhaling on the ball mounts, shift into the heels, bring the weight over to the left, inhaling, exhaling, shift over to the right, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and exhaling, shift into those heels and find your center. Inhaling, exhaling, Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, center. Again, inhaling, ball mounts of the feet, shift into the heels, shift over to the left, shift over to the right. Inhaling on the ball mounts, shift into the heels, feeling this motion of the whole body moving as one and flowing and shifting the weight from side to side and then finding your center. We always want to come and find our roots and find our center. Inhaling and exhaling, shift over to the left, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, finding your center. We'll do one more. Find your expression. One more. Work at your own pace. We'll do one more together. Rooting down, lifting on the ball mount, shifting to the heels, shifting over to the left, eat the apple, pick the apple, eat the apple, pick the apple, eat the apple. Find your center and rest. And just noticing how you're feeling. It might bring down your nervous system down a little bit. Maybe you feel a little bit calmer. But for those few movements, for up and down, side to side, and center, you're moving your body many different directions. And that's the practice. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to my channel. I try to get something out at least once a week to help you maybe understand Qigong a little bit more. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me, and namaste to all of you.